Diane and Denmark here, rah, rah, rah. Welcome back to a little bit of motivation at the beginning of the week, and I'm here for you whether you are raring to get going and just need some direction of where to focus your energies this week and how to keep balance, or if you're like me who is a bit slower starting this week and you need somebody to kind of get you up off your bahookie. I've had a fabulous weekend with all different celebrations. So I'm feeling slightly jaded today, but it's all good. Just take it slow and steady, one foot in front of the other, one pom-pom in front of the other. Oh, and I'll also give you a little update on my pom-pom project. Remember I was doing that little pom-pom wreath, and I found a name for my bike. Woo! Anyway, basics first. I'll start with the basics. It doesn't matter what is happening in my life, whether as I said, whether I'm kind of champing to get going at the beginning of the week or moving slowly, got to do the basics first. And the first thing that I always do is the Flylady weekly home blessing hour, upkeep, clean, power hour, whatever you want to call it. That's your first point of call. And I've got videos where you can see me doing it. And when things are really busy or hot, or I'm not feeling it, I just do 5 minutes on each of the tasks, and I've got plenty of videos where you can actually see me in real time doing it. And sometimes when I start, I'm like, oh, can't be bothered, but I just keep going. 5 minutes on each of the tasks. And I've also got a chart for the kids, because that's how my kids clean their rooms, just 5 minutes on each task. Anyway, that's the basics. Get that done first at the beginning of your week, and you can do it all in one go or spread it over the week. And then, and only then, are you allowed to move to the next level, which is doing a bit of zone cleaning. Now, this week we are in, I don't know if you can see behind me, we're in Flylady Zone 4, Kata, which is the bedroom, the master bedroom. And I get questions all the time about how much time should we be spending on cleaning on the zone work. Well, if you've ever seen any of my cleaning videos, you will see that they are 15 minutes long, and I clean with you. I don't speed things up. I'm working along with you and usually chatting along the way. And what I aim to do at the beginning of the week, I take my list, and you can find all my lists on my blog. I'll put them up here for Flylady Zone 4. I set my timer, and usually I'm listening to music or an audiobook or podcast. Set my timer for 10 or 15 minutes, there we are, and I do a few things from the top of the list, or whatever I can look around and say, what's really jumping out at me, what needs done. And then the rest of the week, in the evening, just when I'm getting ready to go to bed, or in the morning when I'm getting ready, I can spend a few minutes here and there working on some other things from the list. We are not checking off the whole list. And if you're trying to check off the whole list, or hyper-focusing in on doing a ton of zone cleaning work every day, I just want you to check in with yourself and make sure, are you balanced with everything else? Because when we first find the Flylady system, we think, oh, fantastic, we've got, and then we kind of go down that rabbit hole of doing too much. And I've talked about this before, it's on my Flylady Refresher course videos. We need to keep that balance. If you find that you are zoning in on spending tons of time every day, every week on zone work, what about all the other things? Are you actually getting dressed every day? Are you taking time for self-care every day? Are you planning your menus? Are you keeping the fridge neat and tidy? So it's all about the balance. Usually all about the balance. So enough of that out of the way, and let's talk a wee bit of balance of the self-care stuff. And I thought, just for fun, I'd give you a little update on my pom-pom wreath, which I seem to have been working on forever. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was actually on the beach when we're at our summer house in Sweden, and I managed to make one pom-pom when I was sitting on the beach. But as I've said to you before, the self-care thing, hobbies, you don't have to complete a project or have some kind of big project in order for you to get
something out of it. I go along to the Stitch and Bitch group that we have. We meet once a month. There's a morning and there's also an evening one. So, you know, whatever your situation, that the ladies can come along. The point of it is just getting together, having a chat, talking about projects. The ladies help each other with different knitting or crochet stitches, or advice on what's the best wool to use for pom-poms. And I'll tell you right now, it's acrylic, not cotton, something I found out. Anyway, it's just getting together, forgetting about everything else that's going on in your life, and just spending a little bit of time making those connections. And it's the same with my swimming ladies, either my best friends who I swim with most mornings, or my group, the Bluetits chill swimmers. Ooh, I've got a new patch this weekend. I've just sewed it onto my little hand towel. Again, it's that feeling of community, that we just turn up on a Saturday morning. We're all different abilities. Some people have never been swimming or skinny dipping before. Other people are doing challenges and they're swimming 4 kilometers in the harbours of Copenhagen. But we can all be in it together, and it's just the kind of best way to start the weekends with those ladies. And it's also pushed me into doing, once again, things that I wouldn't have considered before. I've told the story many times that I almost drowned when I was small in a swimming pool, actually a big swimming pool. I was actually going, we're waiting for my swimming teacher to have a swimming lesson. I was about 7 or 8 at the time. And I know it's an irrational fear of mine to jump into the water, whether that's in a swimming pool or into the sea. But I still, that kind of fear is always there when I do it. And I know that I can do it. And with the support of the ladies, I'm able to do it now. And that's not to say that I'm not nervous before I do. I still feel those nerves. But it is an irrational fear, but I can get round it with the support of others. So think about that today. What is stopping you from moving forward with things? Whew, sorry, I had a bit of a hot flash there. And I want to ask you here, when you've come to my videos and you're probably interested in minimalism and living more simply, intentionally, what are you replacing this stuff with? Because we're good at decluttering, but what are you replacing that with? Are you just focusing on getting rid of the stuff, or are you actually thinking, okay, what am I going to use all this new time that I have? Because when we start doing the Flylady system and decluttering and using KonMari, getting things done, it gives us more time, gives us more energy. What are you using that for? Are you actually directing that energy into something else, new, meeting new friends? I've told you I've made a lot of new friends the past few years, but I've had to be intentional about it. They don't just kind of fall out of a tree and into your lap. You've got to make an effort to find friends. Start a new hobby. Go to an evening class. Get online with a book group. We've got to be intentional about that too, because that is giving us that daily joy. So those connections with others. On Tuesdays on Flylady Plan and Play Day, I actually get in touch with a friend that I maybe haven't seen for a while and say, shall we meet up for a walk or a swim or a coffee? And tonight, woohoo, I'm out to a concert, one of my favourite bands that I saw just before the pandemic. I went to the North Side Music Festival in Aarhus on my own because I wanted to go and see them. Tame Impala. Any Tame Impala fans out there? And I'm going with my friend Kelly tonight. We're going off to see Tame Impala. Oh, and I almost forgot the name for my bike, my beautiful bike. I've chosen the name Electra, and there were actually quite a few of you who came up with that name. And I love the name Electra because for me, you know, I'm really into Iron Man and all the kind of superhero stuff. Not the rest of the superheroes, it's basically Iron Man, if I'm honest.
but I just love that Electra. I love electronic music. It just sounds fantastic. And also because the bike is a kind of electric blue, deep sea blue color. So anyway, so thanks to everybody for the name suggestions. So what's going to be the first thing that you're going to do today? Are you going to do a spot of cleaning, a bit of upkeep, get in touch with a friend, organise some self-care? I'll check in with you midweek. Not quite sure what we're going to do there, but hey, let's keep it fresh and keep moving one foot in front of the other. And all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you. And I'll see you very soon with a rah, rah, rah. Okay, bye for now.